There we are. We are live. Hey, everybody. It is another Sunday night live. And I am here. I know it is not Thursday. I just want everybody to, the eclipse is tomorrow. Things are a little crazy in the world, but it is Sunday. And we have the one and only Dr. Erica Peabody on with us today on Sunday's show. So say hello.
Hi, everybody. It's good to see you on a Sunday. Dr. Paula says, hey, what do you think about a Sunday Night Live? I'm like, well, I'm not always around at a computer on Sunday at 6, but I am this week. So let's go for it.
Make it happen. I love it.
How is everybody? Oh, I can see diet.
Okay, so we got Uncle Al on here. Hi, Uncle Al. How are you? But it shows there's 0 watching. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. I'm going to grab the link, though, and I am going to hey, Bill. There's Bill. How are you? I'm going to share it over to the socials.
I want to make sure, is my volume okay for everybody? Can you guys just let me know, because I'm on a different computer without my microphone is at my office. So if you guys don't mind letting me know my volume level.
And also you can also confirm mine as well. So I did a couple of tweaks to my studio here. I know last week, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago before, before Easter, you guys couldn't hear me, but I have brought the mic closer to my face. I've turned the volume up. So, hey, Shawnee, how are you?
We are clear. Volume is clear. Clear.
Good. Volume is fine. Great. Yeah. Both are good. Let's see. Shawnee says, yes, I can hear you. Hey, Prepper 101. Nice to see you. You guys coming and rolling in. I want to just put up here, I'm going to put a shout out onto Facebook and social media. And so we are really, really fortunate, because we are like an inch from the path of totality for this solar eclipse, which apparently a total solar eclipse is kind of almost a once in a lifetime event. I think the next one won't be for another 20 years. So it could be a twice in a lifetime event. I did see a story about a woman who traveled around the world. She's seen like 52 of them. And so she's like a storm chaser, right? She's an eclipse chaser. And so I thought that was kind of cool. I was supposed to have, so this is funny. I was supposed to have a meeting tomorrow, and the meeting was going to be at 2:30. And it's actually a really important meeting. I'm meeting with the city manager about some things, and I really need to have this meeting with him, but somebody else set it up. And I said, no, it's the eclipse, and they're going to meet anyway. And I'm like, and then my one friend says to me, well, you really have to decide what's important to you. And I go, I am. Like, chaos and drama over once in a lifetime seeing an eclipse. I'm good. I think I'm good. So,
did you buy glasses?
I do. I have glasses. Okay. I actually bought a pack of 50 glasses, and I was going to put together goodie bags and like have an eclipse party at the office. And girl, I need an assistant before I can start doing stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Because I was like, even just that alone was one more layer of things that I'm like, I don't have time to do that.
So I'm following, right? But this thing has gotten so crazy, blown. I don't want to say blown out of proportion at all. I don't want to say that. But can you describe, I know obviously the moon's going around the sun, blah, blah, blah. But there's so much like jokes going on. There's like that Oreo cookie. I don't know if you've seen that, like the different phases of the Oreo cookie.
And I haven't seen that one.
Is it going completely dark?
Yes. Yeah. Well, it won't be 100% dark here, but it'll be pretty close to it, because like Toledo is in the middle of the path of totality. So I think we're going to be 98 or 99%. I mean, we're freaking close.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting. I remember
2 to 4, and then the middle of it is going to be the high. What's the high time here? Do you know? Excuse my ignorance.
3:14.
Okay, because we'll be back in practice. I'm going to be in practice during that time.
Yes, exactly. So I'll be at my office.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to just get one more posting done here. Where am I? I need to go there. Yeah. So actually, my daughter and her friend are driving down to Toledo to watch it. So yeah, and she's going to take her camera and take pictures, and I got them glasses. So I sent my pack of 50 glasses back, and I bought a pack of 6. So I figured I would just invite a few people by the office, or, if patients are there and they, we all just want to stand outside. I actually don't have a patient until 3:30 because I was anticipating going to this meeting. And then I was like, oh, well, actually that worked out just fine then. So
yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been so, all over the place, all over the map, truly. And although I've been following, I haven't been following so closely. And same with like all the seasonal change, the weather, all that. It's like, I'm going to deal with it the day of. But then I'm like, okay, so I'll probably be in practice. Well, I will be in practice. And I'm off between 1 and 3. And then I start back actually at 2:45. So, yeah. So
yeah. So yeah, the peak will be at 3:14.
Okay.
But they said, so it's going to start at 2:30, I think. And then, and then it'll move through. And then at 3:14, it will be at the very center. So
turn around every now and then I get a little bit lonely and we never go around. Totally
turn around. That was the best. We had that album.
I love that song. So I have a golf cart, and I used to take my nephew to the end of the road when he was little, like 2 or 3 years old. And then he would say, hey, turn around, turn around. So I started singing that song to him. And so now he's 7, and we belted out on the golf cart constantly. He's like, hey, play turn around, play turn around, play turn around.
Oh my God.
I love it.
That's so funny. Prepper 101 had the 8-track.
Yeah.
So where are you guys? Are you going to be, tell us where you're at. Are you going to be in the line of it? Are you going to be, I guess you'll see it somewhere in the United States. It just depends. Like if you're in Texas, you'll still see it, but it'll be a partial. Yeah.
I'll be in my back pasture and a lounge chair clothing optional. Can we come?
That sounds like my kind of party, Happy Mac, actually, for real. Yeah.
Yes, I have seen that. I need to.
That's so funny. I haven't seen that
with my babies here. Although Lou knows a lot of commands, he doesn't know turn around. So.
No, my dog doesn't either. Yeah, we'll have to teach that.
So one thing that I was thinking about, and not that amount of time without sun really will affect us because we have our conscious mind, up to date and up to par. But one of the things I say all week long is, we notice when we see a lot of people all week, it's like our entire existence is influenced by the sun. And I always say to people, we're solar powered. And they're like, you're building solar powered? And I'm like, no. No. We as humans are solar powered.
We are.
Our mood is, our energy levels are, our health is solar powered, all of it. So, there's different situation tomorrow, but just in general, so good.
Well, I think that's why I wanted to, Bill's going to be on his tractor. Note to self, don't walk through Happy Mac's back pasture during the eclipse. So Uncle Al, you won't see it. So it's going to come up from, let me see if I can figure out how to share on here. We're going to present, share screen. Okay, share. Let's just hope I don't. Okay, here we go. Entire screen. Let's do that. Hopefully I don't shut down the thing.
Whoa.
Okay. I have no idea what that is.
Typical woman. So many windows open.
Don't make fun of my windows.
Oh my God, I love it.
I don't know why that. Okay, can you guys see this or no?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. So you can see here, it's going to come right up through Texas. So it's going to graze us right here, right?
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, so the kids they're going to drive down to Toledo, which is only an hour away, and it'll be pretty cool for them. I remember when Hannah was little, there was a partial eclipse, and I remember, I think it came home for lunch or something, and I watched it. But yeah, it's hard, it's like they're eventful, but they're uneventful, right?
Yeah.
Like
don't look at it. Don't look at it. Kind of look-ish.
Look-ish. Well, we have the glasses. So I have the glasses. But to your point, again, this is why I thought this would be a good conversation today, because animals, we are animals, mammals, bugs, everything, birds, everybody functions on a circadian rhythm. And so what happens is the animals, like birds, will go quiet. The peepers might come out, the chirping, the peep. I just call them peepers.
Sounds like peeping toms. Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully the peeping toms won't come out. Bats will go into their caves. Animals will lay down and go to sleep. So it triggers the circadian rhythm in the animal to do what they're supposed to do at night. And we have to pay attention to this. So we're going to be like, it's no big deal. But will it affect your mood tomorrow? I was listening to something yesterday or this morning or something, talking about how, because think about, if you don't get proper rest at night, it can affect your mood, and it can affect your sleep cycle. It can affect your wake cycle. So is this going to affect that? I don't know, but I say that to remind you to pay attention. I did hear, and it reminded me a lot of Mercury retrograde, where it said, don't make any big decisions tomorrow, because this cycle can affect your circadian rhythm and can affect your hormones and your ability to think clearly, or have proper hormone cycles during the day when you might need to make decisions. That makes sense to me. What do you think about that?
So yes, and I would say more long term. So I think one of the greatest things is just having this conversation, so we can all pay just a little bit closer attention to say, why do I feel maybe this way, or why do I feel that way? And if it was daily, and that we had that, the body really works off of patterns. And so it won't be necessarily a pattern. It'll just be a jarring moment in the middle of a Monday. So, but there's also all those other things they're calling for around the globe. And I won't get into conspiracy at all, but there's a lot of different things that are, zombies are coming. A lot of different things that are coming up for, people are sharing along the way. Who knows? Social media has such a vast, expansive reach that people can throw one thing out there. And then, one of the things that I had posted earlier last week was the fact that, the dogs, like, should your dog be inside? Should they blah, blah, blah? Or will they really naturally know to not look at the sun? Or does it matter? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all these things. And if it was a pattern and it happened for a month at a time, even a week at a time, we would find ourselves probably in a world of weirdness. However, just, 4.5 minutes completely, but there's going to be a wax and a wane too of the whole situation. So I think is it 2.5 hours or something total?
I think it's going to start to touch around 2:30.
Okay.
And then it'll be on the other, no, and then totality, I think, is supposed to be at 3:15, and then it'll move off. So you're right. It'll probably be a couple of hours.
Yeah, there will be a bit of a wax and wane. And that's that's what, if that happened daily, I think it would really affect us. But I think it's just great to have this conversation just to say, hey, why don't we like check in the middle of Monday and, maybe just consider what's happening for us individually in our works, in our homes. What are our pets doing? What are the farm animals doing? What are the birds outside doing? Like that kind of thing. And just see the awareness is great to have there. So.
Yeah. And as far as the wax and wane, I mean, if we think about our sleep cycle begins when the sun starts to go down. So just on a normal day.
Right.
And it's all on wavelengths with the sun. So I think the wavelengths get longer as it starts to come down. So then your melatonin wants to come up. Your cortisol levels should start to drop so that you get sleepy. Mm-hmm. And those are some of the things you might, and again, speculation, right? Is that, are you going to get a little sleepy tomorrow? Are you going to feel relaxed? Are you going to feel like, boy, I could take a nap after this? Because as the sun begins the moon begins to cross in front of the sun and starts to block those rays, now it's changing your hormone levels. Mm-hmm. And so you're going to get different hormone cycles. And that's why animals go and they go to sleep. So you may actually feel like you're going to need to go to sleep or get tired or fatigued at the end of the day. So, and that's where they're saying, don't make big decisions. So, I can not make a big decision tomorrow. I'm good with that. Right?
Big decisions too. I'll just keep helping the patients and push everything off. I don't think I have any big decisions to make tomorrow anyway, but things off till the next day.
I'm trying to hire people, so I won't make any of those decisions.
Don't do that tomorrow. Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah. And this is great, Shawnee. I love that perspective of anything like this, is that think of a rebirth of new life, clear your schedule in the afternoon and just enjoy nature. I mean, again, this is it's a big deal. And I think that, I'm kind of a science geek on stuff like this anyway. So when you can experience this, and like I said, my friend was like, I guess they're going to go to the meeting anyway. They're going to go right across the street from my office. So I could jump over there if I wanted to, but yeah, I'm like, they're going to sit and talk drama with some other things going on in the community. And I'm going to miss the eclipse for that. No, this girl's paying attention. I'm like, yeah. Don't make decisions, right? Like, I'm going to have a super important meeting during eclipse. I don't think so about that.
Yeah, no, some of it just can be pushed off, whether it's going to be big or little or whatever, good, bad, ugly, who knows?
Welcome, David. Welcome to the channel.
It can be pushed off a day.
Uh-huh. What are you saying here, Uncle Albert? April 8th is the night of the living dead. It is? What is the night of the living dead? What is that? I have to... What is the night of is that a movie? Isn't that a movie? It's not like I'm thinking of what's the Mexican
movie?
What's that?
Day of the Dead. Day of the
Dead. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a movie. That's what I thought. Oh, When Zombies Rule. Okay. Zombies Rule. Got it. Listen, I kind of feel like some days we're walking around in a pile of zombies and it doesn't have to be an eclipse. So
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe we're sleepwalking out there.
Yeah. So let me see. So Kenny, you'll be up and about, or will you be sleeping? Because Kenny works midnights. So Kenny's circadian rhythm's completely jacked up anyway. So this might actually help him. I don't know.
There you go.
Absolutely. So they're coming out to get you. I'm thinking that's a line from a movie.
It must be from the night of the living dead. Yeah. I can't watch movies like that, so I hope that doesn't happen tomorrow. Maybe we all turn into zombies at that point.
Oh, oopsie, sorry. Let's turn that up. Yeah, he didn't get up until 2. All right, I'll yell through the Facebook Messenger to wake you up, Kenny. They filmed in Michigan, huh? Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if they filmed around an eclipse. Yeah, so tomorrow is going to be interesting. So what we're asking of you is pay attention to tomorrow, but then this also becomes the opportunity to pay attention to every day that comes forth, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If and I think awareness is such a huge factor when it comes to our intuition. We tend to just completely ignore that as humans, and yet we have all of, like you say, the animals and nature all around us that is just, they're doing what they do based on circadian rhythms.
Right.
And we lose that. And then things go sideways in our lives, or, we've got anxiety or depression or sleep issues or relationship issues. And it's really because you're not paying attention to your intuition and your body's own rhythms. We tend to fight that. An alarm with Queen Paula's. Wake up! Oh, that sounded like Cheech and Chong, right? Class. Wake up! Yes. Get out and appreciate the nature. Intuition's an interesting thing. And again, as humans, we tend to, we had this conversation on this show a few months ago, and I can't remember the specifics. Bill, I remember you were on here. You had made a comment in the chat, but we were talking about how we ignore our intuition because we're afraid to say something, or we're afraid to be judged, or we're afraid to be rude, or, if you feel in your gut that something isn't right, instead of running, you stay in it because you don't want to be rude or tell somebody, maybe you should just step back a couple of feet, or, so that's where it's paying attention to what's happening in your gut and into your intuition. And I think we've lost a lot of that. I think we've lost that ability because we want to be politically correct, or, we want everybody to like us. And I tend to be like, I'm just a speak my mind kind of person, just pretty direct out there. And if something doesn't feel right to me, I'm either going to remove myself from the situation, or you're going to know that your behavior around me isn't okay. So, sorry, Kenny. Big wheels keep on turning. Little proud Mary. Thank you, Uncle Al. Yeah, years ago, when I had my first golden retriever, Palmer, and I was moving into this house, hadn't moved in yet, but I drove by and I saw the neighbor next door, and they were moving in. And so I saw them buzzing around the house or something. So I stopped and I said, "Oh, I just bought that house. We just closed. I haven't moved in yet." And she said, "Oh, come on in the backyard, say hi to the girls," her dogs. And she had 2 Akitas, and I had my golden retriever, Palmer, and the Akitas were on leads in the backyard, and Palmer, he just came and glued himself to my leg. And I'm like, wow, that's weird. Like, why, dog, you just think like dogs, they just want to play, right? They just, they're happy, and, oh, there's another dog. And he wanted nothing to do with these dogs. And I said to him, I was like, "What is wrong with you? Oh my God, go." And he walked over, I go back and I evaluate this situation. He hesitantly walked over, and that dog attacked him, sliced his ear open, and off to the vet we went to get stitches in his ear. He knew. Mm-hmm. His instinct and intuition knew that these were not nice dogs. And then they would cujo us, right? You know, when we moved in, and she would have the leads so long that they would come up on their leads into our yard and just sit and like watch us. And Hannah was a little toddler back there. And I'm like, get your effing dogs off my property. It wasn't pretty, but that's the whole thing, is that dog listened to me and he trusted me and I was not listening to him. So I think animals are far smarter than people when it comes to intuition. And so if an animal is behaving a certain way, you need to listen to that animal or watch, pay attention. Don't, and if something's going on with your animal tomorrow, make sure that you're there and you're leaning into whatever they need from you. And if they're crazy for 2 hours, then they're just going to be crazy for 2 hours. There's not, they're just, they're responding to the energy of the world.
Mm-hmm. One of the questions up there is, will my pet be okay in the house while I'm out watching the eclipse? And I don't think anyone has that answer. I think that the dogs in particular will do what's innately right for them as long as they're not forced to do something else. So, because somebody had said, all dogs should be inside, the windows should be closed, the drapes should be pulled, like all that. I don't know. I mean, do any of us really know? I think, like you say, like dogs are smarter than most people in so many ways. But yeah, I think that, we'll know tomorrow. We'll just let your animals, I would just say, just let your animals do what needs to be done. Lewis is an animal. Yeah, Lewis is in the office with me tomorrow. So we'll go back in tomorrow at 2:45 and we'll be in the office. So we'll just see. Curious. Some are acting as though it's like Y2K and that it's going to have like that kind of effect on electronics as well as us and who knows what else. So.
And remember, the world did not come to a crashing halt on Y2K.
Yeah, nothing happened.
And the thing is, it's kind of like, a lot of animals have reactions during thunderstorms. So is it going to be something like that? It passes after the storm passes. And it would be the same thing. Like if I know a lot of people pre-drug their dogs for a thunderstorm. So I certainly wouldn't advise that because we just don't know. And again, it's a 2-hour window of time. So it's not like a thunderstorm that's lasting for hours and hours. And just let them animal. I think, I don't know. And again, to Dr. Erica's point, yeah, we don't know, but I'm not going to have him outside. He'll be in the office. I may go in the backyard and then let him in the backyard with me, but it's fenced in. So, they were saying, keep your animals, up. Oh, are you okay? We almost lost her.
Lou.
Oh, this one shut a whole show down one time.
I still remember that.
Oh my God. It's not a party until the dog ruins something.
I know. The little guy's with me too today.
Yeah. Hi, Tater. Hi. Yeah, that's a good point, Kenny, is watch the birds. Watch and listen to the birds. They'll tell you what's happening for sure, right? I wonder too, like before a thunderstorm, you'll get a wind, because they were saying that the winds could change. So that'll be something too, watching the trees, watching the wind. It's going to be really interesting. I kind of wonder, maybe I'll go live. You guys want me to go live during that whole thing? That would be fun. And then I'll play by play it. There is a total eclipse somewhere on the planet about every 18 months. Why are people so bonkers about this one? Well, did you say you're out west? We haven't, I don't know that there's been one in, let me see.
Hi, everybody.
Total eclipses in history seen in Michigan. Let's see. Let's see how many we've had. So since 1800, Michigan has experienced 3 total eclipses. And yeah, so really, and then again, it'll happen again 20 years from now. So that'll only be 4 since 1800. So I think it's, you know, it's something kind of cool. So, you know, when you're like, why are people so bonkers? It kind of doesn't happen every day, you know? So, I mean,
one thing I remember so it's got to be sometime around 2017 or 18, we had a partial eclipse, but it was quite, but I mean, okay, are we even getting sun tomorrow in Michigan?
Well, that's the other thing, is that we're supposed to have rain in the morning, and then it's supposed to clear up. So I think we're supposed to see it.
So
let's look up the weather.
I remember being outside on the sidewalk, and I don't have Eclipse glasses, so I wasn't looking at it, but the shadows of the leaves onto the sidewalk were half moons instead of like the full, like everything had a half moon. So
that's kind of cool.
It was super cool to watch that, because it went from, you know, obviously a normal shadow to everything was crescents to then back to a normal shadow. So that might be something to watch for as well. So Tate's joining us on this live, just so you know.
Tater. Yeah, I'm trying to look up the weather to see what we're going to have.
Yeah, we'll probably be cloudy.
Because it says eclipse or clouds. What will your weather be like during the eclipse? I'm on weather.com. Can you just give me like, oh, here we go. Hourly. Go. Yeah, I think there was, oh gosh, didn't we have, there was like meteor showers, or there was some other cool event that happened, and it rained on us. So we didn't get any of that. Let's see. Partly cloud. Oh, mostly sunny at 1 o'clock. Okay. So yeah. So it looks like we are, we're going to be good to go.
Yeah. I see rain moving in right this evening.
Wait, is it going to be 70 tomorrow? No.
Yeah. 72.
Oh my gosh. It is.
Very warm, it says.
Isn't
sun and a few passing clouds, very warm, high of 72.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be lovely, because then, yeah, if we're sitting outside watching it. So Happy Mac, you're in upstate New York. Is that in the path? Let me see. Oh yeah. It looks like it's in your path, I think. Let's see. I'm looking it up here. No, maybe you might get some. I think you're going to get a partial there, Happy Mac. And Uncle Al's on the West Coast. So David Gray says, first total eclipse I've seen in my life. Same, yeah, same here. So, so that's, it's going to be cool. It's, and when you can say, yes, I remember when I saw the eclipse.
Total eclipse. We'll just make sure to play that song.
Total eclipse of the heart. Mostly sun in the afternoon. Good. Yeah, perfect.
Pulaski.
I think it's absolutely cool. There's some folks saying they aren't going to look at it at all. Anything from an EMP to the government spraying people with biologicals. I don't know what an EMP is, but I do know that.
That's my initials.
What's that?
That's my initials.
EMP? Erica.
That caught my eye because that's
Yes. I can take the dog to the dog park. So that'll be interesting. We'll go to the dog park after work tomorrow and see if all the dogs can compare notes. Hey, how did you guys do? Directly over you, Happy Matt. Okay, that's cool. So you're upstate. Okay. And David Gray, Central Indiana, 72. Yeah, that's going to be interesting, right? Electromagnetic pulse, something, right? I mean, thinking about also high tide, low tide, the movement of water. I mean, those are all, solar,
Directed at time. Yeah.
lunar events. So, you've got that, EMP. Oh, okay, there you go. Sorry. Thanks for putting that together for me, Kenny. Or EMF, electromagnetic field. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about the conspiracy about spraying with I mean, I would say, how could the government possibly make an eclipse happen? But I mean, anything's possible these days.
Who knows?
Who knows, right?
Who knows? Who knows, Tater?
Absolutely.
Tater.
Yeah, and then sleep. So I did hear that people may have difficulty sleeping tonight and tomorrow. So, tomorrow would make more sense to me than tonight, because if it shifts your circadian rhythm, if it changes your melatonin, if melatonin comes up, then it's got to flush back out. So tomorrow night could be an interesting sleep event. Be curious to hear what happens to you guys on your sleep events tomorrow. No, yeah. Yeah, Kenny, you just put your shade glasses on. Yeah. And yeah, look at him. He's just like,
I just needed to have a hug.
Is he getting pre-scared? Do you think he's like, is this pre-eclipse?
Yeah, you just need to have a big hug. You just need to have a big hug, bud.
That's how I feel sometimes. Can I just have a hug, please? I know, look at him. He's like, I will not move from this position.
No.
Are you going to have both of them with you tomorrow? How's it going to work for you?
Tater will be home. He'll be home. He's crated. Both my dogs are crated when I'm not at home. So he'll just be in his crate, probably snoozeroo. No big deal. And then Lou will be with me at the office. So Lou is really, he's pretty tapped in, but he's so tiny and he doesn't necessarily, he's just a different kind of dog. My Bernedoodle, though, there's P squared. My Bernedoodle will be with me, and I'll be curious how he responds, and really how he responds to the people and how they respond. So, I have a building I have a 10,000 square foot wellness center, and there's a lot of people in the building at all times. And so, yeah, it will be interesting just to kind of feel the energy of it all and all of that. So yeah, we'll just see. We'll see.
Well, and we talk a lot about Mercury retrograde and how when Mercury goes into retrograde, which I think is 3 or 4 times a year, that it changes the electromagnetic fields around the world. Mm-hmm. And so things go crazy. Like, I've gone through Mercury retrograde and like all my computers would shut down for no apparent reason. Mm-hmm. The phones would go out. The power would go. I mean, it's like, it affects so many things, like, flights get delayed and canceled. And it's interesting when you start to really push that electromagnetic field, what it can affect. I mean, if you think about, magnets, right? And you take 2 magnets to the poles, and you try to push them together and they oppose each other, or you flip them and then they attract each other. And that's our whole world is electromagnetic like that. And so, when you have a field that is repelling, again, let's just talk about our water and movement of water, high tide, low tide, and it pulls the water out and then it pushes the water back. And those are, that pull it does affect us, whether you feel it or not, it's going to affect you. Mm-hmm. Did you hear that the existence of total solar eclipse validates the theory of relativity? I didn't. Mm-mm. And how does it, I'm curious about that. How does it validate? I mean, hold on, I have to look that up. I mean, because there's like, let's see. How does solar eclipse and the, or are you messing with us? Let's see. A solar eclipse in May 1919 helped prove one of Albert Einstein's most famous hypotheses, his theory of general relativity. Okay, so that is interesting. Albert Einstein's theory of general relativity was first tested during the solar eclipse, May 29th, 1919. The eclipse provided a rare chance to verify one of the theory's essential consequences, the bending of light by gravity. Einstein's theory predicts that light rays that pass near a massive body in space will bend as they follow the curve in space-time created by the body's mass. For example, a star that would normally be behind the sun would appear visible from Earth because the sun's gravity would wrap the light around it. Very interesting. The theory also suggests that gravity affects light, space, and time itself. For example, changes in the apparent direction of the stars in the sky seen close to the sun during a total eclipse could confirm this idea. The 1919 eclipse cemented Einstein's status as one of the most influential scientists in history. Well, that is great trivia. Thank you for that. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Did not know that tidbit of information. P squared. P squared has a beautiful Dane, by the way. Should get him and Tater together. Bending of light at the edges of the eclipse show that the gravitational pull has changed. Does that mean that the Earth isn't flat? Is that what it?
What? Mind blown. Sunday night.
Bent light is why the sky appears blue. Look at you guys, and they're out. You guys, I'm so impressed. Like, I thought I was a science geek, and look at all of you guys coming in here and schooling me. I love it. It's great. He's 120 pounds already? He was just a puppy when I saw you at Christmas. I'm a nerd. No, bring on the nerds. Yes, yes. I know, Nerds Unite, right? What was that? Oh, Revenge of the Nerds. That's what yeah. Another slice of pie. Yeah, wasn't he your P squared, that Dane, when I saw you in December? He was just, I mean, he was a large puppy, but wasn't 120 pounds, I don't think. Smarter than average bear. I love it. Yeah, no, that's really interesting. I mean, I took astronomy too in college. I've just always been fascinated with our solar system and even just weather patterns and how all of that, how all of that happens and how they read all of the weather patterns. And it's fascinating to me that we can get rockets up into the solar system, like out beyond our atmosphere. I mean, it's crazy. You made well, good for you, Uncle Al. That sounds good. Super random, but that's good. He's still crowing. I saw this was probably 3 years ago. I was standing out on my back patio and I looked up in the sky and I saw a bunch of lights. And I was like, what? And it was like a train. It was like
Starlink.
It was the Starlinks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was crazy. I was like, what is that? And then I tried to get a picture, and before I knew it, it went up and disappeared. And I was like, I think I just saw a UFO. And then figured out it was a Starlink. So yeah. Have you seen them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We saw them last summer quite a bit just out on the lake. It was like, what in the world? It's bizarre.
It is bizarre, isn't it?
Well, it's cool what can happen these days, and also, yeah, bizarro too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All the above.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So who has glasses? Who has their viewing glasses for tomorrow? And I hope everybody's going to take advantage of that. It would be nice to, have a viewing party. David Gray. David has his glasses. Yep, I got mine. Yeah, you got to take advantage of that. Because here's what's going to happen. If you think, oh my God, why are these people going crazy? It's so dumb. Everybody's going to be watching it. And then you're going to be left out. That's what's going to, and then you're going to be like, I should have seen it. And then you'll see, pictures and video, and you'll be like, I guess that was kind of cool. Dang it, I missed my shot. So don't miss your shot. You only have one chance. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yo.
There you go.
I need a hero. Turn around.
She's like the great mashup without any music. Acapella mashup over here.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the welding helmet. Yeah, those are perfect, right? P Squared has the glasses. P Squared, come over to the office and watch it with me. I'll be out front or in the backyard. Uncle Al with I think those are aliens. Okay.
The spaceship.
Yeah. Eminem, right? Yes. Do not miss your chance to blow this opportunity. Bill, you're going to be watching it with the kids. Are they making an event? They are actually closing the elementary school tomorrow for the eclipse. And I was like, that is a missed opportunity. Why are we not these, teach them about our solar system and why this happens? And then all those kids should have viewing glasses and go outside, and it's a thing. But then, I don't know, some kid's going to take his glasses off, and then you're going to be liable. So I think that's probably what they're probably more worried about, the liability these days, right?
Whew, that's a long time from now. August 11th, 2390. I'll try and hang on that long.
Next. Oh, 20. No, I thought it was 2044 is the next total solar. Let me see. Hold on. Let's look that up.
Regardless, that's a long time to try.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing all the healthy things you possibly can.
Well, I mean, are we even going to exist? Is Earth even going to be here? We can have that conversation, right?
Are Fenton schools closed tomorrow? Are your schools closed?
Well, I don't know if all the schools are closed. The school right by my office is closed. Yeah. And I was like, what? I thought, again, from a science perspective, I thought that is just such a missed opportunity, Do not miss your chance to blow this opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're going to blow this opportunity.
What's that?
You're going to blow this opportunity, see?
I'm trying to... Yeah, 2043, right? Let's see. There's one eclipse here, but that is a bit unusual. That one will pass through eastern Siberia. Oh, right. Okay, got it. Yeah. So I guess we won't see that. Well, partial North America. Okay, yeah, we won't see that. Okay, well, yeah. So I don't know, Happy Mac, we do talk a lot about longevity on this show. So let's see what we can do. Happy Mac, schools are closed tomorrow. Is that an accident or was it coincidence? Is it like, when they have a teacher's day, where they call it curriculum day or something? Was that coincidental? The 2044 goes across Canada, ends in Montana. Yeah, I just saw that on that map. Yeah, we're going to miss that one. Totally missed learning moment at the school, for sure. Yeah. And then, again, it's one of those things where now you've got the parents. Okay, kids don't have school, and then the parents want to have a teaching moment. I would certainly do that with my kid, but I want a video meme of that. Oh, right. Right. I mean, let's think about the when we had the time change. And Erica, I don't know if you had this happen in your office, but I had my mamas and their babies, and they were like, oh yeah, my kid totally complete sleep disruption just from a 1 hour time change. So babies will also be interesting to watch during this event and see how they respond, right?
School district and tourist traffic. Eclipse. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's always a thing when that shifts an hour, mostly because our world is trying to still go on, but just an hour difference. So that's major disruption. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's a little bit different than that, but I don't know. We'll see how much effect it has.
Yeah. Watch your babies, but don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
Don't let them pick guitars and drive in old trucks.
They'll be doctors and lawyers and such. This is like turning into karaoke night. Maybe. Oh my gosh, is it affecting us already?
No, I'm always this good of a singer. No, that's normal.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Shawnee. I mean a safety issue or a liability issue, right? Yeah. I don't know how many people are going to be standing at the school watching the eclipse, but yeah, I think like the elementary school doesn't even get out until 4:00. So that would be after the eclipse, but yeah, who knows? Eclipse is Monday, go early, stay late. We have roadside saying, oh, that's interesting. Go early, stay late. Because they're never at home and always alone.
Even with someone. I don't have a cup anywhere close to me.
It's just sparkling water. It's just sparkling water. I think so. 3, maybe 3:00.
Yeah, sometimes.
So maybe you're right. Maybe they're like, yeah,
I don't know what the schools are doing tomorrow around here. So I do know that the high school gets out at 2:13, or middle school gets out at like 2:13, and then they slowly move through like the 2 to 3:30-ish time frame for all the schools. So I mean, that's like right in the midst of it all.
Yeah. So that makes sense, right?
I think, but I don't know that they've called it. I don't know. I was trying to look it up. They calling it for do you go to school tomorrow and don't go to school? It's like, Mom, what are you talking about?
Look at it. I mean, he's just a little stuffed animal.
He's just chilling like a villain.
Like, this is the best place to be right here.
No, just chilling like a villain.
Why is everybody picking on Kenny? Kenny would have given up on life at age 8 if school got out at 4. Hands down, Mackie, we counted down the seconds until 3. Yeah. Oh, well, that stinks. Well, can't you, can't you kind of leave early and go watch the eclipse down there and then go to your funeral? Can't you do it all? Like, I'd be like, hang on, I have an eclipse to watch. Well, sorry for your loss. I don't mean to make light of that. Yeah, shoot. But at least you'll be driving towards it. So be careful driving, because who knows if people are going to be, people might be driving and then trying to watch it. And, so yeah, be very careful out there. Yeah, but we didn't get out that early until high school. Yeah, I do. Good. Yeah, I hope you get a chance to see it, take advantage of it and see it. So yeah. Well, it will be interesting. So I think, I'm going to go live. Yeah. I think that'll be fun, you guys. And then I'll just like, commentary. I'll be on my cell phone. So hopefully I should have a good enough signal out in the back of my office. And, yeah, that'll be fun. Who's going to join me tomorrow to do a live streaming of the eclipse? Head on a swivel for junks. Yes, for sure. Yeah. Be very careful. Yes, join Kenny or come by the office. Yes. P squared. Come by the office if you can. Yes, come sit with me. Come sit. Yeah, so I will be really curious. So tomorrow, when I see you guys, I want to know, are you feeling any different? Are you tired? Are you energized? Are you agitated? I think there was talk about like people could get agitated from the hormone changes. Mm-hmm. Or are you just gonna be like, nah, that was no big deal. Could just be all of those things, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Perfect. You guys hit that thumbs up for me. Awesome. All right. Well, I think we'll probably sign off and let you all get to bed. So we get our rest for tomorrow so we can turn around.
Zombies, aliens, lions.
Oh my. Yes, Uncle Al, for sure. Absolutely. All right. So what do we got coming up? We've got we have Reset Monday tomorrow morning. So I'm sure I have to come up with a good topic for you guys. Anything you want to hear in particular tomorrow? But I'll come up with something good. I'll see you for a live stream tomorrow afternoon. Figure out probably maybe jump on live around 2:15 maybe. And yeah, we'll just hang out. That'll be fun. And then Thursday, I'll be here with the one and only Dr. Erica. And we'll have, we're on our 33 principles, and we're going to be talking more about your health and chiropractic. And I think that's the recap for the week. So anything you want to add, Dr. Erica?
That sounds good. Everybody just enjoy. And really, I think, the end all be all is just take a moment to realize what you're realizing tomorrow, but apply all that, also take that into your days. Realize what you're noticing.
Yeah. Pay attention. Yep. Yeah. Be mindful, right?
Attention. Yeah.
And yes, go over to Garden State Gardener. I think he's got his Sunday Fun Day right now in 1 minute. So always a great live stream over there. Tomorrow's topic should be surprise Girl Scout cookies are actually beneficial to your health. Am I lying? Is that clickbait?
He's an ideas guy. That's for sure.
Yeah. Or were the Girl Scout cookies where they do, because all these food companies have done something bizarre with food, right? Mm-hmm. I think was it Doritos came up with a flavor, but it's only available for like 15 minutes or something silly like that. So I don't know. Yeah. P squared. Yeah, I can't have clickbait. I mean, yeah, make it a connection, connect it for me so I don't. The tag-alongs are, listen. And then I take the tag-alongs and I put an extra dollop of peanut butter on top. So, yeah, there's that. All right. Thanks for stopping in, Uncle Al. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you this week. Maybe we'll see you over at Garden State for Sunday Fun Day. Thank you, Erica, for joining us tonight. Yeah. And letting us see Mr. Tater Boy.
Say bye, everybody.
Bye, Tater. All right, you guys have an amazing week. We'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.